What's going on, you guys? It's Brobson here, and today's video is going to be a fairly interesting one. First off, I apologize for not having gotten two videos out on Friday. I promised that if the previous video had gotten 25 likes that I would be getting two videos out on Friday. I got the first one out, which was my most recent upload. It was about the Battle of Lumbridge and my decision to go for the 3 Infernal weapons, and then the second video actually got postponed for the entire weekend because I had to go away on Friday night. I got a call from a friend saying that he was selling his John Mayer tickets for the Friday night concert in Atlanta. He no longer had the ability to go, and he had 2 tickets that he was selling, so my girlfriend and I were both free. We just decided, like, spur of the moment, let's go to this concert. So we drove 4 hours to Atlanta to watch the concert, stayed the night at Georgia Tech at one of my girlfriend's friends' places, and then from there we spent the entire day Saturday in Atlanta, stayed over at Tech again then, and then we came back on Sunday, and I didn't really have too much time to get a video out Sunday, so I postponed it until today instead. So this is pretty late Monday video, but I'll be getting another video out early tomorrow morning on Tuesday, and then another video out midday to late afternoon tomorrow as well. So you'll get 2 videos tomorrow, as well as obviously 1 video today. So I apologize for the delay in uploads, but pretty much all that you guys missed was a bunch of the Lumbridge battlefield. They actually extended the Battle of Lumbridge 1 day beyond what I thought they were going to, and that helped out a lot because when I logged in this morning, I was expecting the battle to have disappeared, and I still had the Infernal Orb in my inventory, as you can see from that clip that was just on screen there. I had completed 2 of the 3 weapons, but I didn't make the Infernal Staff, and I only had about 100 shards left over, 100 Sacred Metal Fragments, so I thought there was no way I would be able to go ahead and make the Infernal staff, because I thought at reset on Sunday or Monday that it would disappear. But actually what happened was they gave us an extra day for some reason, and on the last day they decided to go ahead and give us a Perpetual Sacred Metal Fragment rock, which means it's a rock that never goes down, it never disappears, it's 100% of the time sacred metal, and your character never actually stops mining it, which is very strange because all of the nodes across the Battle of Lumbridge, while you're collecting them, the node has a chance to go out or be depleted, and then you have to wait for it to kind of respawn to be able to siphon from it again. And even if it hasn't been depleted, there's still a chance that randomly your character will just stop collecting from it. I'm not sure if it was a glitch or if that was intended, but every like 30 seconds or so your character will just stop siphoning whatever node is siphoning, so you have to like re-click again to start it again. But this rock that they gave us, the Sacred Metal Fragment rock, was completely perpetual. It never went down, your character never stopped mining it, so effectively you could mine endless sacred metal fragments from it. All you had to do was left click it once and then click somewhere on the screen every 5 minutes to keep yourself from logging out due to inactivity and going into the lobby. So it was pretty much free sacred metal fragments, and since I got the Sacred Metal Fragment rock early today and I realized that there was an extra day of the Battle of Lumbridge, I figured why not go ahead and go for the Icyenic weapons as well, because why not? You know, the sacred metal fragments are collected from this rock at a pace of like 2,000 per hour, so I just decided to switch over to Sarah Doman's side, and then I started mining the Perpetual rock. And as you can see, eventually I got all 3 of the parts of the weapon. The weapon pieces can actually be obtained from the nodes as well. I didn't know that at first, but I actually got all 3 Icyenic pieces from the rock while mining Sacred Clay fragments. So effectively it was just free cosmetic override weapons today, and in the process I got a bunch of XP. As you saw while I was collecting the Infernal weapons, I got, I think, to level 35 magic and 35 defense, or 32 magic actually and 35 defense, so that was really good. And then from mining this Perpetual rock for like a couple hours straight today, I actually ended up getting myself from like level 18 all the way to approximately level 32 or 33 mining as well, maybe 34 mining actually. So I got a ton of mining XP. I'm still using a bronze pickaxe, which is kind of unfortunate, but it was good to have gotten all this free XP from the Battle of Lumbridge, because otherwise I would have been using a bronze pickaxe to go ahead and mine like iron while going for level 35 mining, and it would have been a pain in the ass. So it worked out well. I got all 6 cosmetic override weapons, so now I still have all 3 of the Infernal weapons. I also have all 3 Icyenic weapons, so you guys will be able to look forward to me using all of these cosmetic overrides as I move forward, because as you guys know, I'm currently using a Mind Spike Staff to train magic and a Charge Bow to train ranged, which is a pretty embarrassing weapon to use. So instead I'll just use the cosmetic overrides. I'll probably use like the Infernal Staff and maybe the Icyenic Bow, because I think the Icyenic Bow looks really, really epic. So it's just a good thing to be able to, you know, use those cosmetic overrides now. And initially I was hoping to get all 3 Infernal weapons done, but I wasn't sure if I'd be able to get them done in time. I only had a few days to do it, and after I decided to go to the concert on Friday night and stay the weekend in Atlanta, I figured there's probably no way that I'll be able to get all 3. I was just hoping to get 2 out of the 3 Infernal weapons, and then I'd have been happy before the Battle of Lumbridge ended. But luckily for me, I actually ended up being able to get all 3 Infernal Infernal weapons and all 3 Icyenic weapons because Jagex decided to give us a free extra day with a Perpetual Sacred Mining or Sacred Metal Fragment Rock. So it was a really good thing all in all. I was happy about it, but at the same time, I was kind of depressed because for those of you who followed me before I started this channel for Max K from Scratch, I have my main Max K from Scratch account, Brobson MCFS, and in Tier 1 of the battle, I actually decided to go for all 3 Icyenic weapons on Brobson MCFS, and it took me over 50 hours of gameplay because the shard drop rate or the fragment drop rate was way lower. There were no fragment nodes, so you could only get them from killing things on the battlefield, and the drop rate was about 1 in 20, and the maximum amount of fragments you could get at one time as a drop is 10. So since then, they've tripled the drop rate, and they've also tripled the quantity of fragments that you get, so they're way more common now. And it took me about 4 hours of gameplay total on Brob MCFS to get all 6 of the weapons, and it took me 50 hours on Brobson MCFS to get 3 of them. So it is kind of depressing that I spent so much time, or I effectively wasted a ton of time where I could have just waited and gotten them way quicker today. But at the same time, I didn't really know that that was going to be the case. They didn't say that they were going to increase the drop rates, and it was kind of ridiculous how long it took. So I'm glad they increased the drop rates all in all, and yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. At the end of the battle, I did end up with a contribution of about 514, which is approximately, I believe, 5,000 and 5,140 of the divine tiers, so I was able to spend those at the rewards trader. But as I mentioned, I didn't want to go ahead and use them on the war priest armor, so I decided instead to just use them on XP lamps, and I put them into Slayer just because I figured why not. I'm going to be going for Freezy, so I might as well use this free XP to go ahead and unlock some extra tasks for myself. So in the next few days, you'll see me doing a lot of social Slayer. If you guys have any interest in doing so with me at the low-level Slayer Masters, feel free to let me know in the comments below. Also, remember to leave a like or dislike on this video, and if you get this video 25 likes, likewise with the one from earlier last week, I'll try to get 3 videos out tomorrow, and if not, I'll get 2 out tomorrow and 2 out on Wednesday. So thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you soon with a new video.